When I woke up on the morning of February 12, 2023, I got in my car and looked down to find the cup holder filled with Kit Kats, which, for the record, was a first for me, and under normal circumstances might have raised some red flags, but that morning, it was the only thing confirming the previous night had actually happened. It wasn't just something I imagined. Our first date was comprised of me telling you I get all my beer at a hot dog stand, but how I can't swim, and how I sometimes experience panic attacks and how greatly they terrify me. Not exactly first date small talk. As the night went on, our bar stools slowly drifted closer together. We talked about the things you're not supposed to talk about in a first date: God, kids, politics. I told you one of my favorite experiences in life was going to Europe and experiencing the world. When I asked you about the best experience of your life, you replied with total assurity, "Oh, definitely the Avatar ride at Disney World." To which I said, "Oh God, what am I getting myself into?" But somehow it all added texture to the night and felt like part of the magic. Before we left, a stranger tapped you on the shoulder. She said she and her friends had been watching us fall in love all night from across the bar. We concluded the night at Walgreens, where I bought a bag of Kit Kats and a box of Puffs Plus. You told me earlier that you stopped there before our date because you had a runny nose, and when you asked the cashier for a tissue, she wouldn't give you one. So at the end of the night, I did the only thing I could think to do: get you those tissues. Not exactly how you pictured the best night of your life ending, but that's what made it perfect. Those who know me know I grew up a romantic. There were plenty of nights I found myself on a bar stool rambling about love like it was some secret I'd figured out, some grand idea no one else seemed to get. But I was wrong. Love is not an idea. It's not a feeling you chase or a theory you prove. Real love is a person. It's a person you choose over and over. Real love is when you buy a ticket to travel all around the world and go to places that are hard to go to and hard to get out of, and when you come home, you still choose that person. Michelle, the reason I'm marrying you goes so far beyond just being in love. You gave me direction, you gave me purpose, you helped me find something steady and meaningful in a world that feels very unsteady at times. What was stuck in place caught in my own inertia until your love shifted everything forward. You're the strongest person I've ever met. You give me strength, and I pray that one day our children can inherit even a fraction of it. Every day I thank God that we found each other, that I get to experience what it feels like to be truly in love with another person, because what an incredible feeling it is. I promise to never stop being weird together, never stop laughing with you. I promise to grow with you, to evolve with you, and to face every season of life hand in hand. And I promise to cherish the quiet, simple moments, because with you, those are the ones that mean the most. So in conclusion, the point of all this being, I never doubted Hinge for a second. And now I want to ask you the same question I asked you not that long ago. Do you want to do this thing? Or in other words, buckle up. And Michelle Morreale, will you marry me? Because I'm so excited to marry and I'm so madly in love with you.
Oh, I love
You should.
you. You're like...
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it together.
I can't believe we're standing here right now. We've talked about this moment since we met. When we drew our little life plan on the back of a napkin 3 weeks after meeting, it feels like yesterday when I sat down next to you at the bar for our first date. That moment in my life changed forever. These big events and momentous occasions like today always get the most attention, but when I sat down to write my vows, what came to mind weren't the big events. It was all of the little moments in between that made up our love story. The ones you have frozen in time in your head. Those moments when your life takes a different turn in the most unexpected, beautiful way. Like how I remember how nervous you were on our first date, but the whole night we just laughed and it felt like I had known you forever. That night I remember all I wanted to do was just lean in and kiss you. I wrote the date on the back of a coaster I stole from the bar when I got home because I knew I'd want to remember that night forever. Or when you made me laugh so hard on our second date, I spit out my cider. I remember the moment so clearly. It was the first time it felt like everything around us disappeared, and it was just the two of us in our own little world. We haven't come out of it since. Or when you met Mojo for the first time and he jumped right into your lap. You didn't particularly want a dog, but it came with the package. And you ended up falling in love with Moji and being the best dad to him. Or when you'd stare at me, not in a creepy way, but like you were, sometimes. But like you were about to say something and I'd always ask, what? And you'd be like, nothing. Because you were just looking at me because you were in love with me and I wasn't used to that. When you told me you wanted to marry me at a dive bar, screaming over a jukebox and I could barely hear you. Or when I realized a few weeks into meeting you that this is what love is supposed to feel like. It's crazy how one February night can lead to moments like these. I can't imagine my life without you. When I met you, a peace came over me, like I had finally found where I'm meant to be. Everything fell into place and made sense, and I could see my future so clearly with you. I found a boy version of myself, the same kind of weird. We share the same values and vision for life. You're my best friend. It feels so good to be understood and accepted by you. You get me. I love you for so many reasons. You have the biggest heart. You're so genuinely kind. You're definitely the nicer one of us. I know you will always be there for me. You make me laugh every day. You're very patient. You ground me and support me. You're going to be the best dad. I never question how much you love me, and I look up to you in so many ways.
By the power vested in me by the state of New York, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Today doesn't mark a beginning. That beginning was the moment we sat down on those bar stools that February night. Today is one of those milestones, and right now is one of those moments. Falling in love with you has been the greatest experience of my life that I will treasure forever. You are an answer to so many prayers. You are my everything. I will never be able to thank God enough for you. It's a privilege to become your wife today. I love you.
Truly in love with another person. Because what an incredible feeling it is. So with that in mind, fuck, that was really loud. That's the weirdest sound I've ever made.
And it had to be in front of 100 people.
So with that in mind,